Good evening, everyone. How is everyone tonight? Thank you for coming and being here with us. My name is Kimberly Sanders, and we have some special stories for you tonight. We love to come on because we have joined the most incredible opportunity of life-giving superfoods, and we love to hear the friends share. First and foremost, my name is Kimberly Sanders, and I'm so honored that I've gotten to be with this beautiful company called Purium. And we were just on a call with our owner, David Sandoval, and he was going over from head to toe all of the most amazing formulas and blessings that we get to share with people. Like I have on the line tonight, Miss Meagan Calido. And I asked her to come on tonight because her story is amazing. And she has had such amazing transformation herself, but she's also sharing it with so many people. She is a holistic nutritionist. She's an herbalist. She gets to share this incredible beyond organic superfoods with her clients. And she does iridology readings. And so she's able to really see what the body's in need of. And that's what we get to do here. Is really help people take back their sovereignty, take back their health. We get to be working with regenerative farming practices, which is so special. I don't know if any of you've ever seen the documentary called Kiss the Ground. There's that documentary, and then there's one called Common Ground. And so if you haven't seen those yet, you're being invited to do some homework and really let yourself learn about what's going on in our farming industry. And that's why we're so passionate about this food, is because we get to have this product coming from farms that have been utilizing regenerative farming practices. And so that means that they're not sprayed with any of the chemicals out there. We have the ability to even remove the chemical that they're spraying all over the fields and the crops, which is Roundup, glyphosate. So it's really, really incredible to be able to have this food that's grown in regenerative soil. It's not treated with herbicides, pesticides. There isn't any irradiated ingredients. And this is why we can really see that these macro and micronutrients go in and start flooding people's bodies on a cellular level, and they just start feeling better all the time. And so tonight I'd love to bring Megan on. She has such an amazing story, and she's a mama of 5 kids, and she's also a hairdresser like myself. I did hair for 28 years, so we know a lot of similar ways of being. And now it's just such an honor to have her on this team and sharing her story and really stepping into probably a huge exhale on the body too. I know that for myself, my body is so thankful to be helping other people feel really good from the inside out. Like, it's so fun to help someone feel good with a good haircut and all of that. And our friend Tammy, that is also a recovering hairdresser. She also, she's the reason why Megan is here. And so this is one of the most incredible ways to offer each other really support in our lives. But this is a network marketing business that we've all joined, and in the process of that, we've become this tight-knit community that is here to celebrate each other and cheer each other on and answer questions for one another and just really be each other's champions on all levels. So Megan, I know you have so much to share, and you could go off forever. I know there's so many things, the whole thing. So I'll have you come on. Thanks so much.
Yes, thank you, Kimberly. So I started my health journey in 2019 in March. And that was when I first learned that, like, there's toxins in our food, and there's toxins that we slather on our skin, and there's, like, I was just in the depths of illness. I had full body pain. My bones were always cold. My muscles were always burning. My organs inside were burning. My joints felt like there were boulders on each one, and my wife would have to, like, massage my hands in the morning. At that point, I had a diagnosis of arthritis and tendonitis and carpal tunnel, all from doing hair, like same motions repetitively. And then also as a hairdresser, it's super hard to get meals in. And like, so we work all day and, things run behind or people run behind or we run behind. And so, we grab our morning coffee and then we head to work to make everyone else feel beautiful and happy. And then we just kind of forget about ourselves. And then when we do eat, it's like in the back room while like you're mixing color and you're like shoving food in your face. And I did that for a good 10 years. And as I was going, the diagnoses got more and more and more. So it started off with the carpal tunnel and then the arthritis and then the tendonitis. And then ADHD popped up. And so I was medicated for that and I was on pain medicine for everything else. And then that also rolled the ball on some other things. And insomnia started kicking in. And I was really, now knowing, looking back, like I was in adrenal fatigue. I was running 24/7. I wasn't eating properly. It was very hard to. I was running my own business. My salon was, I had a beautiful salon. It was 2,000 square feet. I had 7 stylists under me and working with me, and it was amazing, an amazing time in my life. But at the same time, it all came to a head and the floor was ripped out of me when the building that I rented had water issues. And also, unbeknownst to me, had a small leak behind my bathroom wall. So I was getting hit at home and at work, and it was absolutely horrible. So I have been healing from that for a long time. Once I was able to start using my brain and thinking again, I started doing a lot of changes in my diet and all that. I did the medical medium diet. I've done juicing, anything I could do, and it all seemed like it was a lot. Like I didn't have the time for it. It wasn't maintainable. Like I could not. I couldn't work and take care of the kids and make it to their games and be the superhero mom that I needed to be at the time. And so I had come a long way once Tammy introduced me to Purium, and I had actually just finished a juice fast when this package. I was actually like crying at the kitchen table when I saw it. Like I was so hungry. I got home at like 8 o'clock at night. I had finished my juice fast. There was nothing in the fridge and the store had closed before I got out of work. And so I'm crying, eating these like raw green beans and just thinking like how bad I like, how can I keep maintaining this? I was just so sad. And I looked up and I saw this package and I'm like, what the heck is this? And it was labeled to me. So I opened it and there's these shakes. And I was like, you know what? I am so starving. I'm not usually for shakes, but I'm going to try it. And I looked at the ingredients first because I'm an ingredient reader. Like I had just finished a juice fast. I didn't want to put anything in my body that wasn't organic and wasn't natural and from the ground. Like that's what I wanted to do. And that's why I was crying over green beans, cold ones. So I looked at the ingredients, they passed. Everything was organic. There wasn't any fillers in it. There wasn't anything in it that I was like, let me look that up. All herbs, all real food, all things I knew what they were. And so I actually taped myself and I want to find it because I sent it to Tammy. So it should be in our messages of my very first shake. And I was like, here it goes. I'm going to give it a go. I mixed it up and everything and drank it, and I was like, this has to be some kind of joke. Like I'm being punked, something. Like it tasted so good. And so for the next 4 days, I had taken 2 shakes a day because I was just so busy. I didn't have time to eat. And in those 4 days, I had completely figured out what I was going to do with my little herb store. It's right here behind me. It's all set up and all ready for people to come in. But at that point, I had rented my herb store in June. It was October or September when Tammy sent me this package. And so in that week of having these 2 shakes a day, I had finally come up with a game plan of like what I wanted my store to look like. It felt like until then, like, I didn't have the energy or the motivation to kind of to follow through with anything. Like, I was just tired all the time, and I really lacked a ton of motivation was just not there. I could sit there and scroll all day. But as far as getting stuff done that needed to get done so that I could be successful in my herbal business, I just didn't even know where to start. And it just all came together in that week. And then I ran out and I was like, oh, I need more. So I've been stuck since then. Like, I have been, and it has been absolutely amazing because I have introduced this to my whole family. So I did it first. I ordered the first ULT and got that in and started. And my wife has she has epilepsy, and she is very, very sensitive to foods, and especially packaged foods. And so when I asked her if she wanted to try a shake, she said, no, I don't. I'm not gonna mess with that. Anything in a package usually makes me sick. And it causes seizures. So one night she made a drink for her nephew. She made him a chocolate shake, and he didn't want to drink it, and she didn't want to waste it because we spent so much money on him. And so she drank it, and then she wanted more. And so, like, within that week, she was like up to, I think she was drinking like 5 a day. And I was like, okay, we have to order more because, like, I'm supposed to be following this ULT, like, or you have to get your own ULT. And so a month later, she ordered her ULT. And we had ordered a couple extra things. I wanted to get rid of coffee. Coffee's something, this is the longest in my adult life I've ever gone without coffee from Cliff's at the corner. Like, I love their coffee. It's gas station coffee. It's probably disgusting, but like, that's what I've been drinking for so long that I just craved it. And I was able to replace that with the coffee proteins, and I mix it with Epigenius chocolate, and it is absolutely delicious. Um, and so I haven't drank coffee in over 100 days. I have not had dairy in over 100 days. I have not had gluten or sugar in over 100 days, even through the holidays. Like, all my nutritional needs are met, so I don't have all these cravings. I have way more energy. And then we started introducing it to our kids. I am not one of those mothers that like micromanages and you have to sit here and do your homework and I'm going to do it with you. They're teenagers and they're going to do what they're going to do, and life lessons they'll learn hopefully the best by themselves, you know. So when we got their first report cards, our boys are 15 and 17. They were both failing every single subject, and they both do struggle with ADHD. I took them off medication 5 years ago because they were both very malnourished. I mean, the skinniest little things, you could see their ribs. And and yeah, so then we ordered them their own 4-4s, and that's like half of a ULT. It's, so they take their apothecary at night, and they take their aminos in the morning with their shake, and they take their biomedic in the morning and in the evening. And it's just been super easy. So I've never had time to like sit and or get up early and like make them breakfast and do all the things. But every morning we get up and we make our shakes and we all sit at the table. And so we just got their report cards, and they have 80s and everything. I actually got emails from the teachers, from their guidance counselors, like, I don't know what's going on, but they're doing great. Both of them, they go to different schools, and both of their counselors just wrote us and said, the boys are doing really great. And, they should be so proud of themselves for all the effort they're putting in. I do notice at home, they're not as, the teenage attitude isn't as bad. They're very, it's so weird because I'm used to the talk back and the kickback and I'm too tired to do that. Yeah, Austin made me a bath. I jokingly said to him, we got home late the other night. It was last week, and he was going inside, and I said, don't forget to take your apothecary and your biomedic, because now they're doing it themselves. So like, I was setting it out for them, but now they're like going and taking it themselves because they've had a couple nights where they have not been able to sleep. And the 15-year-old came out one night, it was like 11:30, and he said this was during break. So I wasn't on them too much while they were off of school. Um, he came in late from with his dad, and I was already kind of dozing, so I didn't get on him about going to take everything. And he came out of his room and he goes, Mom, do you have anything that'll help me sleep? And I said, yeah, I actually, the apothecary is what helps you sleep. And ever since then, every night he goes down, he takes his apothecary by himself. But anyway, so that night I said to Austin, I said, go inside and take your apothecary and your biomedic and run me a bath. I was kidding. Like, I did not expect my child to run me a bath. I was floored when I came inside and there was a full tub. And then to find out after, I'm sitting in the tub and my wife came in and I was like, can you believe he even like he drew me a bath? And she's like, he didn't just draw you a bath. Like he came and asked me to check the temperature. And then he came and asked me to check and make sure that it was enough water in there for you. And then he folded a towel and even put it by the bench. And so like I was just like, I can't even believe all of this. But I don't know. I've had some amazing health changes. I know I've had 4 babies. I had a set of twins. Pelvic floor issues have always been an issue since I was 19 when I got pregnant with my twins. So since I was 19, I've had bladder leaks and like running to the bathroom real quick. And as of recently, more at the beginning of last year, I started to not get an indication that I had to go until it was coming and not being able to start or stop my flow. And I thought, oh, great, like here goes my bladder. And I went to the urologist and they put cameras in me and looked around and everything. And they said, well, there doesn't look like anything, but we could give you a bladder lift. And I was like, I don't think I want that. Like, I don't take any medicines. I don't want a surgery. Like, I tried pelvic floor exercises, those helped a little. But honestly, since I started the ULT, that was one of the first things I noticed in like the first 3 weeks. And I'm thankful the aminos are a thing because I know that those are what helped my muscles in my pelvic floor rebuild. I can now I sneezed on the way to the bathroom, guys. Like that's big news. Like, and I didn't pee my pants. So I'm super excited about that too. There's just my wife's seizure activity is completely nearly non-existent. I want to say completely, but yesterday one of our friends brought us a chocolate cake and it was all organic and all this. And we thought it would be okay for her to have. It was almond flour, gluten-free. Our friend is really, into all that. And so she ate that and she did not have a good day today. And when she doesn't have a good day, she kind of she can't get out of bed before 12, 1 o'clock. And, the whole day's wasted by then. And then there's all the seizures that, little things that happen with that and the mood changes and all that. So I have not had a night like this where she has felt like this or a day like this that she has felt like this in probably 2 months, 3 months. So that's absolutely been amazing because she was having over 300 seizures a day on medication. So, I mean, the fact that she can drink anything and she's just so excited because for so long she couldn't, just go in the kitchen and go eat something that tasted wonderful. And now she's like a mixing genius in the kitchen. Like she probably puts Kimberly to shame. She mixes everything. And I'm like, that, no, like, why did you mix that? Some of them don't taste good, but, but she's learning to mix all the things. And we got the juice bar in a bag and that's been great to add even more flavors in there. And like, it's just been absolutely amazing this morning. I mean, I can't stop. You're right, Kimberly. I can't stop. You're going to have to stop me. This morning I made my son a shake and I threw in a tablespoon of beets because I was thinking, like he said, he was tired. Beets will give him a little more energy. And I put in, I always put into he likes the appleberry, which I was so surprised. He does not like the chocolate. We ran out of appleberry and he was like, when is it coming back? I don't like chocolate, but he drank it anyway. But I put in the beets this morning and he said, Mom, what did you put in this? This is really good today. And I said, oh, I put in beets and cracked coriella and barley and kamut and like, and the greens from the sea or whatever those are, the green spectrum. Yeah, so and he loved it. He was like, when he came home from school, he was like, I got to go to a game. Can you make me one of those shakes that you made me this morning? Like I want to, and I messed it up. I put like a half a tablespoon. I don't know what I did, but he was like, this is a little much. But I don't know. It has been absolutely transforming for my family. And then, I'm so used to, as a holistic health practitioner, I'm so used to telling my clients to go and go to Vitamin Shop or go order this or go, and there's never like, it's nice to kind of have a kickback from that, but it's also like, I mean, I'm in business, like, so the business aspect of it has been absolutely amazing for our family. And it's been amazing to see the changes in my clients. Like, I start everyone off with the biomedic. When I do an iridology reading, the first thing I look at is their gut. And there's usually something off, and I'll question, like, I like to take their picture of their eye and go over it and then have them tell me what's wrong, because it's really neat that I'm pointing out, like, oh, okay, there seems to be some issues in your gut, and they're like, oh my gosh, yes there is. So like, I have a solution for that right here. I had one client that we were working on. Her top three things were her bloating and her stress and anxiety, and she wasn't sleeping good. She had a Sleep Number bed, and it like has an app on her phone, so she was at like 20% sleep efficiency. So she ordered just the biomedic. And her next appointment, she came in and I said, well, you just got the biomedic 4 days ago. So let's just go through and see where you are with everything. How's your anxiety? And she said, oh, that tincture you gave me works great. I haven't had to take it in the past couple of days, but when I need it, it works great. And then we went on to her sleep, and she opened up her app, and her sleep had went in the past week from 20% to 90% sleep efficiency. And then the bloating was her last one. And I asked her, how's the bloating? And she goes, oh my gosh, I have to show you. And she stood up and she pulled her pants out a little. And she goes, these are usually tight on me. There's no way I lost weight. And it feels weird to be not bloated all the time. And so like, it's just been I had a 19-year-old girl come in with, she had polycystic ovarian syndrome and fatty liver disease. And I was like, well, we definitely need to start with the gut. Like, you do, that's just where you have to start for everything else to kind of fall in place and do what it's supposed to do. So I showed her the probiotic. I told her how great it was. And she bought some. She went home, and 2 weeks later she came back with her sisters, and they bought some biomedics. So I've got like a 19-year-old kid out here peddling my probiotic. Like, when does that ever happen? Like, these things work, and it's so easy to keep doing it because it does work. Like, you see the changes in your mood and in your energy, and in like, life just starts going so much easier when you are nourished fully, like when you're getting all that. And there's just absolutely no way we're going to get it from the food that's in the grocery store. It's grown in soil that's depleted. It's been sprayed with chemicals that are ruining our guts. Like, the biomedic cleans up your microvilli. Those are there to protect your gut lining. That's only like one molecule thick, your gut lining. So those microvilli are important to stand up and to like kind of wiggle everything through and absorb the nutrients and to protect your gut lining. And when glyphosate comes in, or Roundup, it slathers on them, and it makes them not be able to work. And so if they're not working, you're not able to absorb nutrition. Your gut lining is not protected. This is how people end up with leaky gut. Like, it's so important just to have even just that. Like, if there's nothing else you can do, and there's one thing you want to start with, that biomedic is 110%. That's where you start. Like, it's absolutely amazing. I don't know. I'm excited to have a company that I trust that grows their products in regenerative soil, that waters them with volcanic ash water, and that picks them at peak ripeness and dries them with the most nutrients to save. And then I get to have it for me and my family, and it just gets to work its magic. And so I'm super excited about it. I can't stop talking. Obviously, I've been talking for almost a half hour now, and I don't know how Kimberly's going to go over all the products, but um so I don't know. I think I this has been the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm so grateful for Tammy, sharing, sending me her little gift. I'm very grateful for that. And then I got a little angry and was like, why did you gatekeep this, Tammy? You gate kept this. Like, you knew and you didn't tell me. And I was a little upset about that. But it's okay. We've moved past that. I love her. And now I'm just so happy to have it in my life. And I'm so happy to see the changes in my children and in my wife and in my family and in my clients. It's super important to me. So that's it. That's all I have to say, Kimberly. It's all you.
My goodness, Miss Megan. And you can see her joy, it's effervescent. I'm so grateful that I got to ask her tonight to come and be a part of this. And of course, she's like, absolutely. So to think that she's been talking and sharing and helping everybody all day long and is still going to stay up on East Coast time with us till late. And it's as real as it gets. And so, Megan does have a really special gift card code that helps you have $100 off. And it just makes it so doable. And when you start utilizing this food, I'd love for you to even talk about like the money that you've been saving. You're muted.
Let me unmute. Yeah, our grocery bill is down a ton. I was spending $3 every morning on coffee. That is no longer. The stopping to pick up fast food on the way home, and fast food, like a gyro or Chipotle, or like, not necessarily McDonald's or Burger King or something like that, but like that's still, there's a lot of junk in. So, but we've saved on that. I mean, Chipotle is getting outrageous there. Like, I think for just me and Jamie to eat there, it was like $40 a week. Yeah, I love Chipotle. And what was funny is that we recently had Chipotle, and I was like, it didn't hit the spot, and Jamie went after and made herself a shake. So like, I don't know. It's absolutely been, we've saved a ton of money. I keep saying we saved a ton of money on our groceries, and we really did. And that's been amazing. And we've been able to use that money to buy more Purium because we want to try everything. Like we have a list of stuff we're just kind of checking off to try it all, because I want all the goodness. So
It's so true. I just want to go over real fast. I'll share my screen just to share with everybody I call this the basic bare bones you would want to have an ultimate lifestyle transformation. And we bring people through a 90-day journey. And really, it takes so much longer even than a month to really get a practice together and have this amazing food. So we say, welcome to your ultimate lifestyle transformation. It all begins with 90 days. And there is a few different ULTs. We have the original ULT, it has the power shake. We have a collagen, one with plus collagen. I feel like the computer, it's not, can you all see the screen? Yeah.
I can see the screen. Yeah.
It's not letting me click on anything. So, but.
Oh, you have to accept the cookies at the bottom.
Oh. See, they always want us to eat cookies, and we're trying to get healthy. Here they are trying to make us have cookies. Okay, so You can still have cookies. I actually just found some superfood cookies the other day. It was kind of fun. So, and this whole story of what we're doing, it's not about deprivation. It's about this winding staircase going up and up, really being able to take care of yourself better and better. So anybody can do this. Anybody can have 2 shakes a day, 2 rounds of aminos a day. You'll still be having your veggies and fruits. We wish to have it be organic because it definitely makes a difference. And then we have the opportunity to share the ULT, which just has the power shake. The ULT plus collagen is amazing. It has a dark berry in there. I think that's even maybe one of the ones that you got to try in the very beginning. This is going to have those aminos in there. Also has a product called Hair, Skin, and Nails, definitely supports our hair growth, all of it. And then we have an amazing part of the system with a product called Super Cleanse R. I'm going to go to a little bit bigger picture, but the Super Cleanse goes in and, you know, it removes the parasites and candida. So it's really beautiful list of herbs that Megan knows well, and just really goes in. And, you know, I even know a story of one of her clients that definitely passed a really quite large parasite. So you just never know what is going to happen with your body. And once you really get that there's parasites within our bodies, everything kind of changes, and you really do wish for all of the goodness to be able to remove that. So the apothecary we have, it's a tart cherry. You take this before you go to sleep, and it's all about anti-aging, and it brings natural melatonin into the body. So it's really wonderful. And then here's our amino acids that Megan was talking about. These are they're 99.9 net nitrogen utilization. When you take them, they're within your lymphatic system and bloodstream within 23 minutes. So they're not using any of your own body's energy to break it down. It's giving you plenty of protein. It's giving you all the protein that you need for the building blocks to make skin, tissue, and muscle. They were actually made for people that are sedentary in hospital beds. And so we're just super grateful for those. They're going to help with mental acuity. They're going to definitely curb any sugar cravings, and the body's ready for protein as soon as we wake up. So to have some really nice lemon water, if you wish for that in the morning, and then taking your super amino 23, it just feeds the body so much magic. And then here is the biomedic, which Megan was talking about. And this is what she's bringing into all of her clients' lives right away. And this is helping with bloating. It's rebuilding the gut microvilli. In our third-party test, in just 6 weeks, 33% of leaky gut was on the mend, and 74.5% of the glyphosate was removed. 75% of that C-reactive protein is released out of the body as well, and just a third-party test with only 1 capsule of biomedic a day, with those people not eating all organic. So if you think about what is going on with 2 capsules a day, and you're flooding your body with this amazing, the Power Shake is our team player for the shakes that are going in the kits, but you can also have a product called Super Meal. It used to be called Love back in the day, and this has a bunch of ancient and fermented grains, and it also has all the medicinal mushrooms. It's just a really amazing product too. So, but the Power Shake is as much nutrition as 6 superfood salads, and this is our amazing live dehydrated mix. It's, you know, people say it's almost like the mother's milk of the planet. So it's really manna from heaven. But this is just the core foundation that we wish for people to start with. And then, like Megan said, she just wishes for all the other things. And so it's so great. But, you know, like I say, Megan does have a gift card for you, and anyone that shared this video with you, get back to them. We also have the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Plus Immune with zinc, and our zinc is the only food-based zinc out there. No synthetics, no irradiated ingredients that we have. It's all going to be absorbed by the body really well. And then the ULT Plus Performance. So this is a larger pack, and it's for the friends that really have a strong workout program, and it just really allows your body to have all the goodness, even some protein shakes. This also has the can't beat this that she was talking about. And our super xanthan, I really want to just share about the super xanthan. It's an internal sunscreen, it's a muscle repair, and it's just so incredible. So there's so many other things, but we'll let you all go. And I just thank you all for coming tonight. And thanks so much. Thanks.